Hi, this is Macho John Madden Juanito in my little apartment in the Acoma Pueblo. And I want to make a talk about laughter as stress release. One of the products I'm going to be offering in Acoma and throughout the Riviera Maya is stress management and trauma release. And I see them as working together. A lot of people just address stress management, my PhD research in clinical psychology was on stress management techniques. And I taught stress management to thousands of people over many years, including the whole Syracuse, New York Police Department. And I sound really serious right now, which is impressive to me, because what got me wanting to talk about laughter as stress release is because I was sitting at my table over there processing videos from the day. I shot some pretty strong videos today, and I've been categorizing them and putting them in various files and making them accessible, adding links to things I referred to. So it was really heady intellectual work. And when I got up from about 90 minutes of that, I was just in hysterics. I was falling all over myself all around the apartment, just laughing, because I was in such a good mood all day. So even all that heady analytic work didn't stop it. So it's one way I'm pretty Mexican is that I have learned over the years the joy of laughing. I think I naturally was always a comic. Even in my elementary school, I was the class clown. And I came up in Chicago. I was raised in Chicago, which is a funny town. It's the heart. There's a big comedy club in Chicago called the Second City, which trains people in improvisational comedy and is the pipeline for Saturday Night Live. An awful lot of the stars of Saturday Night Live, which for 50 years has been the preeminent sketch comedy or improvisational comedy TV show in the US. A lot of those people came from Second City in Chicago. And at one point, I even took improv training with somebody from Second City, a woman named Charna Halpern. So I believe in humor. And the other big influence for me was I was for 30 years involved in something called re-evaluation counseling or peer counseling, which is all about release of trauma through emotional discharge. And one of the forms of emotional discharge that's practiced there is laughing. The science of it, or the artistic or the strategic way to approach it, was most people, when they are laughing hard, Anglos try to stop laughing because it can be embarrassing to laugh like a crazy man or woman. So you do something that you routinely do as you're stopping yourself from laughing. You say, wow, or exhale, or make some kind of a little sound. And if your co-counselor imitates that sound, it undermines your attempts to stop and you just keep laughing. And what we would find in co-counseling is that if someone laughs hysterically for 5 or 10 minutes, they feel awesome afterwards. They just feel great. Now, if you're Latino, you've got a head start in this way if you're Mexican, because Mexicans laugh all day long, and they have a different approach. And I just came up with this analysis the other day. The Latino way of doing humor is collaborative. You're working together to create fun. And the Anglo approach is more rugged independence. I try to say something funny, and you intellectually stand back and try to decide whether you think it was funny or not. And it's classic among Anglos to say, well, that's not funny. I think you would almost never hear that out of Mexican lips, because the Latino way is we're working together to have fun, to create laughter. And if what you say did not come out exactly funny, I'll add something to it that makes it funny, and then we both laugh some more. The goal is not to entertain somebody else. The goal is together to have a blast laughing, and people laugh all day long. So that's when I have stress management and trauma release sessions with people, laughing is one of the things we'll do. It won't be super serious, and I will be supporting your process of laughing at yourself. It's great to laugh at yourself or just laugh at the silliness of life. And I'm astonished at how serious this came out because I'm essentially a pretty silly guy. And ask the people who know me, they'll say, he's a nut, guy's a goofball. And I thrive on that. It's something I aspire to. Okay.